Athletic Club nil, Manchester United 3. And what a game, what a first half performance, it has to be said, even though of course Athletic Club did go down to 10 men. But before we get into that, we'll speak about the starting lineup, the 11 that Amrin put out. So Onana started in net, of course, Euro Maguire, Lindelof making up the back three, Mazraoui, Ugarte and Casemiro Dogu making up the four in midfield, and then Garnacho, Bruno and Højlund making up the front three. So the only change from my lineup that I would have gone for, I would have started Luke Shaw ahead of Victor Lindelof. But apart from that, that was the only change from my lineup that I actually went in my preview. So Manchester United, in my opinion, in the first half, I'll be honest, I thought we started poorly. I thought Athletic Club had a couple of chances in the first 20 minutes to actually go 1-0 up, and I thought the first 20 minutes we were really poor on the ball. I thought Ugarte was giving away the ball countless times, especially in the first 20 minutes. And I think that first 20 minutes was very, very, very poor by United. But of course, it all changed when they went down to 10 men. But before that, Manchester United do have a VAR check. Athletic survive a scare. And this is in the 5th minute. Athletic survive a scare as Garnacho is sent through into the area and rides one challenge before guiding a low shot into the bottom left-hand corner. Immediately, the assistance flag is raised for offside, and a subsequent VAR check then confirms the on-field official's decision. So Manchester United could have gone 1-0 up in the 5th minute if Garnacho had been onside, but he was offside, unfortunately. Onana has to make a save in the 7th minute. He dives right. Onana dives across to his right, tipping away a powerful drive from the edge of the box by Berenguer. He slipped as he shot, perhaps affecting his accuracy, but it was still a testing strike, and Onana has to make the save there. In the 11th minute, Berenguer's cross from the left side of the box is sent over towards Inaki Williams, less than 10 yards out from goal, but the winger can't keep his header down and sends it whistling mere millimeters over the crossbar, and Onana could only watch on in hope. So the Athletic Club could have scored. They could have scored in the 7th minute. They could have scored in the 11th minute, and they should have scored in the 19th minute here. Athletic Club should be leading in the 19th minute. Lindelof blocks Berenguer's goal-bound shot near the goal line after his initial clearance from Inaki Williams. Cross falls straight to the Athletic Club forward. I think in the build-up to that chance that Athletic Club had, Lindelof gives away the ball. Very poor by, like I said, in the first 20 minutes, it was quite poor by United playing out from the back. Ugarte gave away the ball like 4 times. Lindelof then gives away the ball, and then that leads to this Athletic Club chance in the 19th minute. Whereby Lindelof has to make a block on the goal line, and that ball was when Berenguer hits it. I think that's how you say his name. It was going straight into the back of the net, but Lindelof blocks it on the line. And like I said, the first 20 minutes of the match, Manchester United were poor, and I think we were lucky that Athletic Club didn't score. However, Casemiro does make it 1-0 in the 30th minute, and I can't believe it. It's Harry Maguire on the wing, beats his man twice, whips it into the box to Ugarte, who heads it on, and Casemiro is at the back post to head it in. And Maguire, he does really well to open up the space on the right, then delivers a cross for Ugarte. The latter's flick finds Casemiro at the back post, and he plants his close range header into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 in Bilbao. And I think it did kind of come against the run of play, because I do think that Athletic Club were kind of having the better of the chances. I think if you have a look at the stats in the first 20 minutes, United, when I was watching the match, I was looking at the stats. We didn't have any shots on goal. We didn't have any shots on target. No big chances created. And Athletic Club, I think, had 2 big chances created in the first 20 minutes, and they missed both of them. So I think it kind of did come against the run of play. Then it gets better for United. In the 32nd minute, there's a penalty check. Vivian brushes Højlund in the box, but the referee declines to point towards the penalty spot. Yet VAR overturns that decision, and there was a check, and the referee gives a penalty, and it's a red card to Vivian as well. The referee takes another look at Vivian's penalty box tug on Højlund, and he decides to award a penalty kick before sending the defender off, and it was a clear denial of a goal scoring opportunity, so he had to go. I think if Højlund is not tugged back there, he probably does get the goal, and he probably comes away making it 2-0 to United. But nevertheless, Manchester United do get a penalty. Bruno steps up, sending Agirrezabala the wrong way. He steps up on the spot, and he stutters in his run-up, and he rolls the penalty kick into the bottom right-hand corner to make it 2-0. Then finally, before half-time, Bruno makes it 3-0, flicked through by Ugarte, who gets another assist after his assist for Casemiro for the first goal, who gets his second assist of the match. Bruno Fernandes beats Agirrezabala with a composed finish from 10 yards out. He finds the bottom corner to bag a brace and put United within distance of the Europa League final, and it's 3-0 at the San Mames, and literally is game set match at this point. Mazraoui then hits the post in the 3rd minute of injury time at the end of the first half. Following a half-cleared Bruno Fernandes corner, Mazraoui pops up on the edge of the box and hammers a superb strike against the crossbar, and it was still rattling as the ball went away to safety. And you know, I think obviously it could have been 4, that shot at the end of the first half could have been 4 at the end of the first half, but then the second half kicks off and not really much happens apart from that. But in terms of halftime summary, I felt like Ugarte was poor. Ugarte had a poor start to the game. He was giving away the ball countless times in dangerous positions, and we were lucky that Athletic Club couldn't capitalize on anything. He gave away the ball like 4 times, but he ends up getting 2 assists, one for the Casemiro goal, and then finally for the Bruno Fernandes second goal for Bruno Fernandes. And you know, he did have, obviously, on the ball, like Ugarte, this match was 50-50. Like, he obviously, you know, is giving away the ball in dangerous positions in the first half, but he comes away with 2 assists. But it is what it is. In terms of starting lineup, that's the United starting lineup that Ruben Amorim did go for. Obviously, the only change, I would have brought in Luke Shaw ahead of Lindelof, but Lindelof, again, he had a little bit of a poor first half in my opinion as well, giving away the ball. But second half kicks off, and it's unfortunate that we weren't able to capitalise with Athletic Club being down to 10 men. Casemiro has a shot that is saved in the 63rd minute, teed up by Mazraoui's layoff on the edge of the box. Casemiro shoots towards the goal, where Athletic Club's goalkeeper, he ends up tipping it over the crossbar, and then a minute later from the corner kick on the right hand side, Casemiro again comes close to scoring his second and United's 4th, as he rattled the near post with a headed effort. So that could have been 4-0 there as well, and that would have been completely game set match. United make some substitutions. Maguire and Ugarte go off for Mount and De Ligt, and then you see a double pivot of Casemiro and Bruno, making his 50th start of the season. A brace for Bruno Fernandes takes Manchester United's inspirational captain onto 5 goals and 3 assists from 4 Europa League semi-final matches, and he has 31 goal involvements in 32 knockout appearances, which represents a competition record. Man United do make another substitution. Mazraoui goes off for Shaw, and then Agirrezabala again keeps the score down when Garnacho has a shot. He's played through in the box, but the United winger drives the shot straight at the busy keeper, who is able to repel it from close range. And then finally, Garnacho and Dogu go off for Mainu and Ahmad. Really nice to see Ahmad getting some minutes, and De Ligt as well. Ahmad and De Ligt making their first appearances after coming back from injuries, so really nice that they are on the pitch as well. But of course, absolutely buzzing with the win. Man of the match, I think, is going to be Bruno Fernandes as well. So let's finally get into some player ratings, and then we'll delve a little bit deeper into individual player performances. So yeah, Onana's got a 7.8 here, which is a little bit surprising. I don't think he had too many saves to make, only making 2 saves, and his accurate passes 17 out of 22, accurate long balls 8 out of 13 as well. So in terms of his recoveries, he made 6 recoveries. And then Lindelof, 97 out of 100 passes, so he completed the most passes of the match as well. He had a decent game in my opinion. Apart from the first half, I thought he was a little bit poor in the first half. Passes in the final third, 7 as well. Jules's won 2 out of 3. Harry Maguire, I thought he had a good game as well. He obviously beat his man for the first goal. Man is playing right wing. Harry Maguire, he's playing up front. He's playing centre back. He's playing right wing. He had a decent game as well. 68 out of 70 accurate passes, 97% pass accuracy, and then 2 out of 5 Jules won. And then Lenny Yoro, 1 out of 3 Jules won. He had an okay game as well. I think the centre-backs, all of them had a decent game. They weren't really troubled, especially after the sending off. They were dominating ball possession as well. So 62 out of 67. accurate passes. Mazraoui, he had the most tackles of the match and hit the woodwork once as well. Lasted 74 minutes as well. This strike in the 45th minute hit the bar, and very unfortunate not to be coming away with a goal. That was a brilliant strike. 29 out of 64 accurate passes as well. Jules, he's won 7 out of 10, which is decent. Manuel Ugarte, he's come away with the 8.7 here, and he lasted 65 minutes. But I'll be honest with you, I'll keep saying it, he had a poor 20 minutes. Like, the first 20 minutes of the match he was poor, but he 2 chances created, and he comes away with 2 assists as well. So you know, it is what it is. In terms of his duels, he's won 5 out of 7, which is okay. He's got 8.7 there, which is decent for him. Casemiro, I felt like, because he was probably the if it wasn't for Bruno on the pitch, he was probably man of the match as well. He hit the woodwork once as well, so he won the most duels of the match with 10 as well. 10 out of 12 duels won, which is really, really good. Aerial duels won, 5 out of 5. Really good performance by Casemiro. Really been impressed by him in the second half of the season, especially in the Europa League. He's been putting in some really good performances. We saw 2 assists against Lyon, and then we've seen a really good at Old Trafford, of course, and then we've sseen a really good performance by him in this match against Athletic Club as well. And then Patrick Dogu, he was okay as well. 7.3, 89% accurate passes, 31 out of 35. And Jules won, he's won 7 out of 13 as well, so that's decent for him. Garnacho, I thought he was a little bit poor. There were a couple of chances on the break which he could have done a little bit better, in my opinion. He's only got a 6.6 here. He had 2 shots, but I think there was a couple of chances on the break which he needs to be doing better. 25 out of 29 accurate passes. Jules, he won 7 out of 14. Maybe he needs to be doing a little bit better with his duels. Want to see my players winning the majority of their duels. Bruno Fernandes is coming away with man of the match rating, 9.4 here on FootMob, and of course he had a total of 4 shots, 2 goals, and then 2 shots, 1 on target there, and then 1 off target in the 86th minute. But Bruno Fernandes, man of the match, like I said in my preview, like I've been saying in every preview, he has been our best player of the season. I don't understand the criticism that he gets. He constantly produces goals and assists, and okay, yeah, maybe he does give away the ball a little bit, you know, sometimes carelessly, but he needs to be taking them risks so that he can open up opposition defenses. Accurate passes, 45 out of 58, 78% accurate passes. Jules, he's won 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10 as well, which is decent. Created the most chances of the match as well with 3, so man of the match for Bruno. Højlund, he's got a 7.9 here. I thought his hold-up play was pretty decent. He was getting involved, and he did win the penalty as well when he got dragged back by Vivian, and then he's got accurate passes, 18 out of 19. Jules, he's won 5 out of 8, which is decent as well. So starting 11 wise, all in all, decent performance, but like, we started shaky. I keep saying it, but I think we are. If Athletic Club, they had a chance with a Inaki Williams header, I think, and then they had another chance through Berenguer, who Lindelof had to block it off the line. If them chances go in, it's a completely different game, you know. In terms of the substitutes, Matheus de Ligt coming into making his first substitution appearance since his injury. He was okay as well, keeping it safe. Win one out of 1 of his duels. Mason Mount, again, only 25 minutes. He didn't really make much of an impact. 3 out of 5 duels won. And then Luke Shaw, again, 16 minutes, not really much of an impact. 8 out of 10 accurate passes, not involved in any of his duels. Kobe Mainoo, 6 minutes as well, 5 out of 5, and then he did win 1 duel as well. And then Ahmad, really, really nice to see Ahmad back in the starting, back from injury, and accurate passes, 9 out of 9. And Jules won. He's won 1 out of 1 of his ground duels. So yeah, overall, absolutely buzzing with the win. I would have personally taken a draw because it's such a difficult place to go. It can't be underestimated, even though we were playing the majority of the match with 10 men, and we didn't really create anything after Vivian got sent off, it has to be said, you know. Sorry, no, I take that back. We did create a couple of chances when Vivian did get sent off. Mazraoui hit the bar. Casemiro hit the post as well. So we did create a couple of chances, but I felt like as if, to put the tie fully to bed would have been really nice. A 4-0 scoreline would have been really, really nice because, coming back for the return leg, if Athletic Club do get a goal back early on at Old Trafford, then it's going to be nervy inside Old Trafford. But nonetheless, really happy with the win, really happy with the 3 points. And you can see there from the stats, this is the first half, we dominated possession. But before Vivian did get sent went off. Athletic Club had 2 shots on target, 2 big chances, and 2 big chances missed. That was in the first half, so has to be said that we did have a very poor first 20 minutes, but we did grow into the game, and really happy with the win, of course. Second half, like I said, we dominated even more of the ball because obviously they're playing with 10 men and they're going a little bit defensive. But you know, 8 shots, 4 on target, 1 big chance missed as well. In terms of shots, we hit the woodwork. Twice, so you know it could have been more, to be honest. 14 shots, 5 off target, 7 on target, 2 block shots, two times hitting the woodwork, and 10 shots inside the box. Overall, really happy with the win, really happy with the performance, and that's basically we're through, or we're almost through. Of course, we need to be obviously having a good performance against Athletic Club at Old Trafford, but it looks like as if it's going to be an all English final up against Tottenham Hotspur, which is going to be a difficult game. Hopefully Bodo Glimt can get the better of Tottenham. I would much rather face Bodo Glimt than Tottenham in the final of the Europa League. But anyway, that's it from me. Absolutely buzzing with the win. That's the way to do it. Really nice to see that we can play some nice football, even though we're down to 10 men. It is what it is. You got to be what's in front of you. But overall, a really good performance by Manchester United. And anyway, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.